All right. Hello, everybody. So I hope I'm streaming. Rohim. So let me just make a disclaimer at the beginning. I had planned on being in a different location when we did this training, but I'm still here in Houston. And where I'm at, I'm not really sure if the internet is going to be reliable. We're still dealing with some, after effects from the storm, even though it's weeks later, but internet has been crazy. Listen, do me a favor as well, guys. Let me hide this real quick for now. And hold up. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, Lord. Child, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. I done hit the chat. I didn't mean to do that. Well, that's okay. It's cool. This is what I need y'all to do, though. I want you guys to go to this link right here, publishyourstorylive.com. Join us live. We are broadcasting in a special software that will allow us to connect with everybody. So if you guys are watching live, go ahead and put in the chat space. Let me know what city and state you guys are chiming in from. And yes, let me know what city and state you guys are chiming in from. You there? So hopefully you guys can see. Let me know what city and state. And if you are watching on any social media platform, in order to participate in the chat, as well as the free giveaways that we're going to be offering, you want to join us by going to publishyourstorylive.com. So again, okay, let's go ahead. Okay, yes, you guys are here. We have Timmonsville, South Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia. Hello, hello, hello. So yes, so you have to join us by going to Publish Your Story Live. And also when you register and join us on Publish Your Story Live, you also get a 3-day, 2-night hotel voucher for free. So 3-day, 2-night hotel voucher for just by joining. So make sure you join us over there in the chat. Hello, RW in San Diego, California. Hello. Again, if you're watching on any of the social media platforms, you need to go to publishyourstorylive.com to join us in the chat. We'll be doing a breakout session over there as well, where I'll be answering Q&A. I'll be doing a Q&A session. Today, though, we're going to be going over some intense training. So I'm just going to go ahead and get ready to share my screen to get straight into this because I know that you guys are excited. And let me shout out everybody who's here too. Some names. We have Dr. Manetta, Sharon Hainsworth. I'm gonna say the full names. I'm gonna try to. We have Sharon Baker Boykin, and then it says RW. So I don't know your full name. Yanika. Ooh, I just burped. Excuse me, my lord. Yannick Siede. I hope I said that pronounced correctly. Angela Finley, hello. And all of you guys that are coming in, I know people are still probably coming into the chat. So welcome, everybody. Welcome. This is me looking over here to my tablet. I got a tablet right here so I can see everybody in the chat. You see everybody in the chat. And then I am broadcasting to y'all. So make sure that you guys definitely, if you're watching again on all social media platforms, you need to go to this link right here, publishyourstorylive.com, so that you do not miss out on the opportunity to do the Q&A. And everybody who is registered is also getting a free 3-day, 2-night hotel voucher on me. All you got to do is activate the voucher. It's over $300 value. So basically 100, if the room is like on the average about $150 a night, you're going to get towards that, the $150 a night times 2. So up to $300 in value. You just have to activate the voucher and you're able to utilize that and just pay for the taxes. So again, if you guys are watching on all social media, come over here to the chat with us by going to publishyourstorylive.com. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I want to make sure. Let me do this right. Hold on 1 sec, y'all. Share screen. Boom. 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 No, that's not what I meant to do. I'm going to share this. There we go. And then I just want to make sure I update the way the share looks because I don't want it to block any of the training. So there you go. All right. So now everybody should be able to see this training. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's making sure. Hello, Oriel. Is it Oriel from Baltimore? Hello. How are you doing? Awesome. Okay. So hopefully it's a slight delay too. So those of you guys who are watching online, you kind of watching through the software. So I just want to make sure everything looks good. Carrie Clark Pearson. Hello. Regina Martin, hello. Connecticut, Atlanta, hello, hello. Okay, y'all. So let me go ahead. I think it looks good. Just want to make sure. No, I don't like the way that looked though. Let me remove the background real quick, y'all. I don't like that. I don't like how it got the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? That don't look right. So let's see. How do I fix that? I'm using a different software because we done had so many challenges, y'all, in the past. There we go. That looks much better. Much better. Okay. Okay, good. Because that won't happen. Oh, I can still see right here, but oh no, I gotta be over here. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about turning your book into $10,000 per month. Listen, if you are not yet an author though, and you want to know about writing your book, normally I do this broadcast, this training with an incredible young lady, Takara Nicole. And so I'll be going over some details about what Takara does for those of you guys who want to learn how to write a book. However, I want to first get you in the right mindset before you actually write a book, how to get to the bag. Okay. So drop some money, dollar signs in the chat if you guys are ready to learn how to get to the bag. Drop some money signs in the chat if you're ready to learn how to get to the bag. Okay. Uh, the link is not opening for me. You're already watching us in the chat, so you don't need to go to the link. You don't need to go. You're good to go. But hold on, let me make sure because I don't know what you're talking about, girl. What link? Publish your story live. You're already in the chat, so you don't need to go to the chat. Okay. All right. Dropping the money signs. That's what I'm talking about. So I see you guys are ready to get to the bag. This is all about making $10,000 a month, week, or day. Guys, let me tell you something. What I'm going to be teaching you on today, I actually have BPC members who are having $10,000 days, literally having $10,000 days following our training. And so even if you are not yet an author, I promise you, following what we're going to be teaching on today, you're going to learn how to get to this. And again, guys, I want to encourage, if you are watching on social media and you want to be a part of the chat, we have a lot of people here today. You're going to go to publishyourstorylive.com. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this. Y'all are dropping that money in the chat like it's nobody's business. Okay. First things first, y'all, disclaimer, I am not a publisher. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, I know that might sound confusing to you. I am not a book publisher and I never have been. I have always been a coach. And I mean, honestly, it don't really matter what you want to call me, what the title is. I've just always produced results. Okay. And so my results that I help are with speakers, coaches, and network marketers. We first showed them how to write the right books, and then we showed them how to promote, profit, and perform. So it's all about teaching you guys how to be profitable. Okay. And so that's what we do here. So I'm not here to show you guys how to write another book, to become a top seller, to have a book that they ain't making no money. That's just not what we're doing. We here to show you how to leverage a book so that you can build multiple streams of income. Now, some of you guys might be your first time hearing from me. I don't know. Hey, Tam, what's up, love? Hey, boo. Right, this might be your first time hearing from me. I'm not sure. So let me know if this is your first time ever hearing me coach, speak, talk, do all that good stuff. Type first time in the chat. First time. And if this is not, just go ahead and say repeat offender. You can never offend me though, guys. You know I love you. But go ahead and type repeat offender just to have fun with it, okay? Don't play with me. Go ahead and type it in the chat. Now, if you are a professional course taker, a dreamer, that means you don't take no action. You just like to dream all day. Or you are negative, a pessimist, please just log off. Like, if you want to know people, every time we turn around, you got an excuse on why you can't do something. Well, you know, I mean, my knee hurt today, so I can't even sit down. So you just gonna stand up all day. Right? You know what I'm saying? You know, people like that. Like, oh man, you know, I would do it, but you know, I mean, I just don't got no time. And then let somebody pop up and be like, you saw the Housewives? Yeah, girl. And then I'm over here like, I thought you ain't had no time though. Okay. I just be like, people listen, people be coming up with all type of excuses. Y'all been a coach for so long now that literally I've probably heard every single thing under the sun. I promise you there is nothing new. But if you are one of those people, it's some of y'all literally get on every single live training I do and you never invest into yourself except these live trainings. Do you know there's another level to it? Now, it's fine if you don't, because I don't get upset about it, but I do understand what it means when you make that decision to invest further, get deeper. And I'm talking about invest further, like stop getting the free stuff expecting for a return. Do you know, guys? I'm gonna tell y'all something too, but today's training gonna be lit. Do you know the idea of reaping a harvest on something you have not sown into is almost as crazy as saying I am about to go to the top of this the top floor of this hotel and jump off and know that I'm gonna fly with no nothing. That's enough. People gonna look at me crazy. You cannot reap a harvest in that you do not sow into, right? So I just want you to understand, don't be a professional course taker, be an action taker. Does that make sense? So the harvest that you want to receive, if you want to receive results, you've got to take action. Are y'all with me? Okay, let's get into it. So we have three main programs. We actually used to have a 3-day boot camp, but we don't even do that anymore. We literally only really primarily focus on Book Profits Club, but we're now bringing back our 5K and 5-day training, as well as we also do collaboration projects, right? So shout out to Ernie Peppers, who is in Brooklyn, New York. We actually did a broadcast with her about 30 minutes ago. She's got some people that are joining her project. And so super excited about that. Y'all are lit up in the chat. Shout out to Richard. Hey, Richard, I see you over there. Yes, honey. You know, it's listen, you know, I'm gonna do a little preaching. Okay. So now today's topic, this is what we're gonna be talking about: the $10,000 and 90-day game plan. We're going to talk about leveraging your book to grow your speaking and coaching business, and 3 marketing secrets for authors and future authors. Now, let me just make a disclaimer. I specifically work with speakers and coaches. Okay. So if you are a speaker and or a coach, I don't care what you coach or speak in, that's what I help you in, okay? And what we have in our program, Book Profits, is our 4 pillars of platforms. Y'all, we got a TV show that's coming out. It's called the Vision Impact Hour. I won't go into all of that. We've got our Author All-Star magazine. This is our 3rd annual magazine. In fact, last year, December the 15th, the city of Atlanta awarded us with Author All-Star Day. We have that. We also have our media articles. We've got some members right now that are getting published in Forbes.one, Industry Times. Dang, I forget all the different ones, but you'll be seeing them on my own social media. So just be looking on my social media. And then we also have the podcast. And so these are the different platforms that we're helping you guys. But we want you to have a strategy for when you get on these shows to get to the bag. Like, we shouldn't just be speaking in front of audiences and making no money and getting no contacts. Are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? If you guys are with me, let me know. You should be speaking in front of audiences and making no money. And the reason why having a book is important is because this is a tool that you're going to use to get on these platforms. So first of all, I want to show you guys how to be able to get this tool and turn it into more. But if I give you good value, right, and I really give you some great information today, I want to know, can I also tell you how you can work with our team later on at the end of this training? Is that okay? If that is okay, let me know. I just want to make sure, if I give you some really good, amazing training today, can I share with you how you can actually work with my team later on? Just let me know in the chat. I just want to make sure. Okay. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, great, 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 great. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. So I do want to know what you guys do in the chat. This is very important because this allows me to know if I can even serve you, if I can help you. Okay, so we call it in Book Profits Club your help statement. And your help statement is very simple. It is not a dissertation. It is not a sales pitch. It is not, when I say dissertation, I mean, some of y'all be talking way too long with your help statements. Okay, it should be very, very short, simplistic, and to the point. For example, not poetic, by the way. I don't even know how else to say it other than stop trying to be so poetic when you introduce yourself. Nobody knows what you're talking about. Okay, so be very simplistic like this. I'm gonna hook y'all up. Okay, so I help. Who is your target audience? Well, I just told y'all who I work with. Type in the chat real quick. Let me know, who do I serve? I gave you 2 different titles. Who's my target audience? Not authors. Who is my target audience? Type that in the chat. Who do I serve? Hopefully you guys got it. Speakers and coaches. I help speakers and coaches, right? Learn how to, and then you put the results, right? So I help speakers and coaches learn how to generate $10,000 a month, week or day, leveraging their book, working 2 to 4 hours per day. My help statement is so fire, and y'all ain't even got to tell me it is, but I know it's so fire that every single time I say it, guess what I'm expecting people to ask? How do you do that? 2 to 4 hours, $10,000 a month, week, a day. How you do that? So that's what your help statement should do. We'll work on it though, so it ain't got to be perfect. But I want everybody to go ahead. This is your first coaching instruction today. Everybody that's watching here, I want you guys to go ahead and type in yours. Now, you might need a little tweaking. Don't worry about it. We'll work on that. Okay. So I want to know who your audience is and how do you help them. So I help XYZ to XYZ. So go ahead and type that in the chat space. Let me know who you serve and how you serve them. All right. Now, a little bit about me. Taria Vision Avant. In fact, my name, just to make it real easy for y'all, if y'all ever met someone named Maria, that's how you say my name, but with a T. Taria. It's very easy. Maria Taria, but don't call me Maria Taria. Call me Taria. Taria Vision Avant. Okay. Graduate from Hampton University. Shout out to my HBCUs in the house. Bachelor's in computer science. Yes, your girl is a little nerdy. Okay. I don't know. I used to take offense when somebody called me a nerd, but I'm a little smart. Okay. I like gadgets. In fact, I'm the girl who don't care about bags. Shout out to my girl, Tammy Moore, who's on right now. She sells all the luxury bags. If y'all want the luxury bags, she got them. But let me tell y'all something. I'm not the luxury bag girl, but luckily my girl hooked me up. So I got a couple clutches, you know what I'm saying, that y'all gonna see. I am the buy me a camera girl. Guess what I was looking at today? I'm looking at new cameras that I can buy for streaming because I just like gadgets. So if anybody is with me on that, somebody said, what's your favorite store? I said, Best Buy. Best Buy is my favorite store. Okay. So, anyways, if anybody can relate, hopefully y'all can. I'm a former professional tripreneur for 10 years, from 1999 until 2009. Y'all, I tried literally every type of business under the sun, from vacuum cleaners, knives, door-to-door sales. I was even trying to sell siding on houses. What? I was a bail bondsman, insurance. I mean, y'all, what else I tried to do? I don't know. Everything, y'all. And I was unsuccessful, but I was very good at trying stuff and quitting stuff. A lot of people that call themselves entrepreneurs, that's what they do. They really are not running a business. They're trying multiple different businesses over a span of time. Let me shout out some of these intro statements y'all been writing in the chat too. Very coachable. I see. I help women of domestic abuse. Very specific on their journey to healing and wholeness. It jumped. Sorry, y'all. Wholeness via educating and consulting. I empower HBCU students and young professionals to discover and achieve their passion on purpose. I help women who have been through hell. What kind of hell, girl? Because I think every single one of us have been through hell. Get specific with it. Bounce back and thrive. Amen. I help single mothers to regain confidence in themselves and live fearlessly in their purpose. I'm telling y'all getting a little bit too poetic. It sounds great, y'all, but like, how do you do that? I need you to be specific. Stop being afraid to niche and narrow it down to a very specific result. I help single mothers learn how to start their own business in 30 days or less. Do y'all understand what I'm saying, guys? See, this is where, as a culture, we have been taught to be very poetic. We want people to snap, 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 and clap, 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 and do a little circle. It sounds great, but what my goal is that by the end of this is that when you introduce yourself, somebody is like, how do I get started? Okay. Not what does that mean? So you want to learn, like, how do you help people? Like, people used to always tell me, well, I help women who've gone through trauma. Well, let's just be honest. A woman who's dealt with a heartbreak, the steps that she needs to take to overcome the heartbreak and learn how to love again are different from a male who maybe was fired from his job due to racial discrimination. That is trauma too. So the steps that a Black male might have to take to overcome being profiled so that he could be respected on the job is different from a woman who's just dealt with a heartbreak, learn how to love again. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to say here? But anyways, y'all did a good job with these intro statements, okay? So I'm not telling you they're not bad, but what I want you to learn how to do is get into a space where you are very specific about who you help and how you help them. How you do it don't matter as long as they get started. Guess what? Once they give you their credit card, you are now in control of how you help them to receive the results. All right. So anyway, so former professional tripreneur, six-figure earner in network marketing. Network marketing is what taught me how to hustle. If you've ever been an MLM, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all, multi-level marketing is no joke. We used to be in somebody's house, somebody's office, somebody's conference room every day. Baby, I was doing calls every day, three-way calls, conference calls, morning calls, prayer calls. Yo, I learned how to hustle. And I realized I don't want to hustle like that no more. Baby, when I transferred out of doing network marketing and became a full-time coach, I took a lot of that hustle over. I mean, not as much, but I still was doing a workshop every single week, sometimes twice a week. I mean, I was on the hustle, and I've learned how to create a simple system where I can work less, but still make way more money. 2 to 4 hours per day. If you got 2 to 4 hours per day, you'll get to it. But I was a six-figure earner, then became a coach, and now that's what I'm doing. Now, I want to tell you guys, how many of you guys have ever, matter of fact, this is everybody has. There's paradigm shifts that we deal with all throughout our lives. Depending upon how old you are, you've had multiple paradigm shifts. For me, the biggest paradigm shift that has happened in my life, I would say within the past 20 years, was when my father passed away. The reason why this was a big paradigm shift is because I was a big daddy's girl. I went to school for computer science solely because my dad was a computer nerd too. I did technology because of him. And so I wanted to follow in his footsteps. And when my father was diagnosed with cancer, I started to learn so much about his journey and things that I had no idea that he had to overcome. And I realized in that process of learning more about him in those 7 months from his diagnosis to him moving on to be with God, I realized that I didn't know if I wanted to spend my next 20, 30, 40 years going down that same path. I had always attempted to be an entrepreneur, but I was never real serious and focused enough. See, I didn't even have social media at the time when I was in my first 10 years. I can only imagine how unfocused I would have been if it would have been today. But I literally was trying something every other month and wondering why could I never have success. And one thing I had to learn how to do was get laser focused. And also, I'm going to tell you, some people will tell me sometimes, y'all, they say, you should go and look at what other book coaches are teaching. Why would I do that? No, because first of all, I don't teach anything that other people do. I teach what I do. Hello. Now, if I want to learn how to maybe get on the media, I might hire someone who is a media professional, but I don't go look to see what other people are providing in their programs. I might see what they're charging and I understand the value, but I have quickly learned how to get so laser focused that I do not look left. I do not look right. I only stay focused forward on what God has for me. And I know with no shadow of doubt that all will be well. But when my father passed away from cancer, this was that biggest paradigm shift because I had been so busy trying all these different things, saying one day when things get better, that I've got plenty of time. If God will allow it, if God will allow, whoever heard somebody say that? Some of y'all probably just said it. If in due time, no, I never imagined my dad would be not here today. And so for me, I knew that I had to stop playing around because none of us are promised tomorrow. It is even said in the Bible. There was a rich man in the Bible. We just went over this at church yesterday. And he was so busy trying to save up all his riches. In fact, he even was like, you know what? I got all these riches. Let me build a bigger shed so that I can put more of all my goods. Because, you know, back in the day, riches was based on how much food you had and animals and grain and all that stuff. He said, I'm going to make a bigger thing so I can store more of my richness in here. And God told him, you fool, your life is about to be demanded from you tonight while you over here saving up. And that to me shows me that nothing is ever promised to us. So we got to stop playing around with our time. Stop logging on to all these trainings. Some of y'all are professional. Y'all just watch what everybody teaching and never taking action. When is it going to be your turn for somebody to listen to you? because you deserve it. Everybody put this in the chat. It's my turn. It's my turn. Put that in the chat for those who are still here. If I ain't rubbed, because I told y'all this y'all first time, y'all might not be ready. Well, I didn't tell y'all this. Y'all might not be ready for me because I'm on one today. Okay. Anyway, so just like you guys, guess what? I've been through some stuff. I've been through challenges, and I'm not going to read all of this because you can read yourself. But just like every single person that's on this line, none of us are obsolete from the rain. The rain will fall on us all. But the question is, how do you take what you've been through and turn it into opportunity? See, some of us, when I looked at what you guys put in the chat, I'm guessing 9 times out of 10, the reason why you're helping this specific person is because you have experienced it. You know how many people right now can directly relate to, I'm going to get so specific, to losing a father to lung cancer. Do you know how many people in the world can relate to that? I could never serve every single person by myself who has dealt with losing a father to lung cancer. How about, do you believe that there's so many people right now who have been severely depressed and suicidal who just want to know how to take that step? Like, I don't need to know how to launch a business. I don't even need to know how to get a job. I just want to know, how can I take a step and finally get out the bed? See, we be trying to complicate this stuff. It's not that hard. How many of y'all have lost a best friend? How many of you guys have been betrayed? How many of you guys, all of us have different things that have happened in our lives. And I promise you, you can turn that into an entire movement. The only reason why you do not believe that you should be paid for that is because you have made a decision to give money more value than the experiences that have been given to you by God. And there is no way on this God's green earth that I will ever make money my superior. It is a tool. Oh, y'all thought y'all was coming here to just talk about books. Baby, no, we have to get our mindsets right. It's something wrong with our mindsets. It's something wrong with Taria's mindset, where she thinks that money is more valuable than all the stuff that I've overcome. You can't even put a price tag on what you have been through, Juanita. There's nobody that can tell me how much you are worth, Regina and Richard. Your setbacks, those days where you've been in your room crying, Tammy, and At Peace Makita. Oh, I like that girl. At Peace Makita. Do you know that nobody can put an invoice on those days that you were crying, but you got yourself up and still you rose? What? See, we got to make this simple. I need us to truly learn how to turn our experiences into opportunity to impact. And the last time I checked, see, I'm in Houston, Texas right now. And let's just pretend I was out here to speak at a conference. For me to travel to Houston, Texas was not free. This hotel is not free. I had some fish today. This catfish make you want to slap your mama. That food was not free. My hair is not free. Everything I do when I'm using my voice requires some type of investment. So you've got to start understanding there is value in your experiences and you should be paid for it. So when I first wrote my book, I did not write my book because I wanted to tell my story. In fact, if you go and try to Google the life story of Taria Avant, see how many people are Googling that phrase, you might find one or two. And it's probably me. Nobody's Googling my life, but they're Googling some of these different things right here. How do I overcome my family and friends turning their back on me? How do I deal with clients when they've lied on me? Do you know somebody's Googling that right now? How about you create a whole program centered on that? How to deal with lying tail clients. Let me Google that. No, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna be petty today, right? There's somebody Googling something that you know how to do, and you need to create an opportunity. So for me, I knew that I was in network marketing. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I was in network marketing, y'all. I had become one of the top. By the way, let me show y'all something. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna share my screen. Matter of fact, let me just let y'all see it while I'm sharing this. Hold on. Let me share this real quick. Because I was on a date the other day, y'all. Safe to say, we did not continue to talk. This dude is cool for Cocoa Puffs. Anyways, so I went on this date the other day, y'all, and he was telling me the top 1%. He deal with top 1% income earners that make, the 300 million earn. How much do you need to make to be a part of the top 1% earners in the US? It was 800 something thousand 2021. Right now it's $787,000 to be a part of the top 1% earners. This is the people that control 99% of the income. Why am I sharing that to you? Because when I was in network marketing, at that point, I was probably making about $350,000, $400,000 a year in that company, right? So I had earned, so I'm not 1%, but I'm definitely top 5. And I'm making all this great money. And guess what was happening, y'all? I was trying to sit down with like lawyers and doctors, and baby, they was not trying to hear nothing I had to say. I quickly learned that even though I was making a significant income, many people did not see the industry as a real business. So I had to create a way that people would respect me. Do y'all know that when you write a book, when you actually write a book about a specific result, like how to do something specific, you immediately become an expert. So I wrote a book and I now became an expert, and doors started opening to me. I used my experiences, I used my pain to be able to take my life, my business to a next level. Bishop Jake says, pain is a gift that draws us to an area where we didn't know there was a problem. Do you understand that when you have a problem that majority of the world deals with, but you create a solution, that is where you become rich? Are y'all hearing me? And so I need every single one of us. Stop getting so emotional about your titles and emotional about how you introduce yourself, and get emotional about the solution to the problems that you are creating. And I'm telling you, things are going to change. So I wrote that book, and I decided I got to show other people how to do that. So since then, we've helped more than 6,000 plus speakers, coaches, and networkers to become published authors. So let's get into today's training. We hadn't even started, y'all. I'm just on the tangent. I can't help it. So want us to I want everybody to do me a favor. So I'm going to talk to you guys more about writing that book as well. Takara is not able to be here today. So if Takara if you registered, you saw Takara posting, she's not able to be here. I'm not going to, tell her business. But she's just such an amazing soul, and she's not able to be here. But I had told her that I'll make sure to send over everybody's information so that she can reach out to you guys about getting your book done. But we're going to get into some good training today, and I'm about to change your life. Okay. So secret number 1 is the $10,000 in 90-day game plan. So everybody type this in the chat. People need to hear my story. Type that in the chat. People need to hear my story. She is absolutely here in spirit. Thank you. God bless. People need to hear my story. Y'all, let me tell you something. There is a way of how you tell your story that will also not only make you profitable, but help change the lives of other people. And so it's very important that you understand this. Now, is it okay that I share with you guys a simple formula that's going to help you to share your story, but also make a gang of money? Hopefully it is. I want to show you guys how to be able to work 2 to 4 hours per day. See, one other big misconception that people think, because we've all been taught to be slaves to the hour. We've been taught to be slaves to the hour, child. We've been taught that we earn money based on the number of hours that we work a day. That's a bull-faced lie. Bull-faced lie, child. Because last time I checked, the CEOs of the biggest companies in the world, they over somewhere in somebody's yacht, in somebody's resort, child, with their feet propped up and barely taking a call, one call a day. Now, it takes time, of course, to get to that space, but the truth is that it doesn't require 8 to 10 hours a day for you to be able to make an impact and create a significant income. What it does require, what most people are not willing to do, is consistency. Success is not sexy. It's not. I promise you guys. Doing workshops, doing sales calls, doing following up emails, dealing with disgruntled clients, dealing with clients who say the program ain't working, but they ain't logged in since months. I mean, all that's dealing with. I mean, what else we got? I don't even know, Chad. I had somebody ask me for a gift that they said they won for some, and they never even paid no money. I was like, well, what email did you use to purchase the ticket so we can refund you? They didn't reply. So you asked me about something that you did. Why you wasting my time? Sorry, y'all. I don't be replying to people like that, but y'all know what I'm saying when you be in your mind. Guys, success does not take having to do 8 to 10 hours a day, okay? But it's just not sexy. And we think that I need to be able to I want to get on all the podcasts, the big podcasts. Y'all, there's podcasts right now that might have 10, 20 viewers a day where that one person is looking for you and they'll pay you $5,000. So like we need to know how to create one business with one result and work consistently 2 to 4 hours per day. Okay. That's what we got to do. Okay. So let's get into this. So what we call this is our success funnel. Okay. You have 4 items, 1 business. 4 items, 1 business. Question. Tell me how much you guys paid to be here today. How much did you guys pay? Or tricky question, what did you pay to be here today? What did you pay to be here today? Type that in the chat. So the first item that you're going to have with your product pricing is something you can give away for free. Now, let's say, for example, you have products that you sell. Well, what could be something you can give away for free? You could do 30% off your first order. That's how Temu got y'all on their email list now, because they be offering y'all free discounts on stuff. And guess what? Every time they get us every time with 100% off. How you get 100% off and I'm still buying stuff? I'm confused. But that's how Temu is emailing you now, because they gave you something for free, and in exchange, you paid with your email and phone number. So you paid not with your credit card, but with your contact information. How many of you guys have something like that set up for your business right now? Y'all did not pay anything to be here, but to be here, you had to do what? I had to get your email and your phone number. Hello? I know, right? Click, click, click. I got you. Yes, you are paying with your time too, right? So in exchange of you getting a free ticket to this training, right? Now, some of you guys that are watching on social media, see, y'all not going to get the free gifts in the Q&A session because you're watching on social media. But for those who did register, and it's here in the chat, you guys gave me your name, your email, your phone number to be here in this chat, right? So this is a hook item. What I am doing right now is hooking you to get you more value so that you can value me. Okay. What do you have that you give away for free that you can do in a group setting, or it can be something that does not require your time, like a discount? Now, what people do not want is a free strategy session. Stop doing that. Stop doing it. Don't nobody want to pay for a free consultation. Don't nobody even like the word consultation. Okay, so we got to use some different words. Why am I telling you to stop doing a free strategy session? Because it takes your time to do a call. So let's just say, for example, we're speaking in front of an audience of 500 people, and you say, listen, I'm going to give everybody a free strategy session. You got 100 people who sign up for a free strategy session. I mean, I don't know about you. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do 100 free strategy sessions. What? No, ma'am. No, sir. Instead, let's do a webinar where all 100 of you can be on. I do the training and open a Q&A session. So now I only have to do 2 hours or so of training instead of me doing all of these free strategy sessions. That does not make sense. Now what you're doing is overworking yourself for people who've not even qualified themselves to even be on the phone with you one-on-one. So I like how you guys said, some of you guys said, I have an ebook. Yep, that's what I started off with. I started off with giving away a free ebook on the 6 or 7 reasons why you should write a book. That was my free giveaway. Then I changed it into a free masterclass. How many of you guys have seen my free masterclass, right? So I changed it into that. This right here is an example of a hook item because I offered it for free. I posted this on social media. Some of you guys are already on my email list, but some of you guys were not on the email list. Some of you guys were on Takara's email list, and some of you guys were not on her email list. And so this was a free training in exchange for your value, which is your contact information. Your next item is a book. Now, this is a saying that I always say, guys, and whenever you hear me say book, I'm not talking about ebooks. There was a point in time where all these influencers were teaching people to create an ebook and sell it for like $49.99 or $59.99. That was the biggest ripoff scam situation. Lord, forgive me for saying scam on this good day, but it was. Let me tell you why. Because most people do not have 100,000 followers. That doesn't even make sense. Like, stop doing that. Like, stop teaching people to this crazy stuff. And so they have a big following, and then they sell these ebooks for $49.99 and make all this money, and then try to tell you to do that. Guys, most of us don't have 100,000 followers. And so it's not the same kind of process that we're going to have for them. And so when I say book, I'm talking about a printed book. Now, let me tell you why I recommend you have a printed book. Because who throws away good books? Now, if your book look like Pookie and Ray Ray put it together, they throwing that away. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to judge because I don't know. But if it's a nice book with a nice promise, let me show you a book right now. Watch this book. Watch this. Y'all see what it say, right? Okay, watch this. I'm gonna pull it up. Where y'all love to list y'all book for sale. Do y'all see this cover? Do y'all see the cover? Is this cover? Let me pull it up on just images so I can zoom it in a little bit. She got 2 of them. That can't. She got another one. Let me see. Can I open it on a new tab? I just want the image. Open image. Here we go. I'm trying to prove a point to y'all. Look at this cover. Is this do this cover look like somebody made it that was, I mean, you know, because you know how some of us do. We want our picture on the front. We need it. We got all these different details we want. What does the book say? It says the power of the kitty cat. Now, we're not going to say that word. It got several subtitles, by the way. It said men are dogs. This is animal control. This is no disrespect to the men. I'm trying to show you a book that it does. If you write the right book, it will sell itself, and you don't even need to know who the person is. In fact, in this book, the reason why I share this book, because I actually bought it because of the promise. I said, it do what? You can do what? How to get what you want from men. Love, respect, commitment, and more. Baby, I bought that book so quick and read it from cover to cover so quick. Kara King even say in the book, I'm not the most attractive woman. I don't know exactly what to say to the T. So I'm now reading a book from a woman who told me in the book she's not even the most attractive, but she know how to get any man she want. What? Now, guess what the second thing I'm thinking about? Do she got some coaching? Do she got a conference? Do she got some? Is there a way that I can work with her? Because this book ain't enough. I need more. Now, let me tell you where a lot of authors mess up, though. They write the book to sell the book versus writing the book to sell. See, your book is not your final product. I need someone that has a calculator to do me a favor in the chat. If you have a calculator, look, some of y'all ordering the book right now. Look, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to make a disclaimer. It was some of the stuff that she tell you to do that's a little weird. I won't say what I really want to say. I won't say it, but it worked. But I had to put that book down. I said, oh, no, I ain't going to. Get it. If y'all read it and y'all do it, just let me know. Okay. But the biggest mistake that authors make is they write a book to sell the book versus writing a book to sell. Guys, your book is a tool. And another thing is, and I need somebody to pull out the calculator. I'm going to give you the numbers. Another thing is, in order to make $10,000 a month with just book sales only, that's a lot of books. Many of y'all try to sell y'all books on these third-party websites that take a whole lot of your profits. But for those of you who are like us in BPC and we sell our books on our own websites, on average, we're making about $15. So someone in the chat, what I need you to do is I want you to take $10,000 and divide that by $15 and type in the chat what number you get. So 10,000 divided by 15. When you make money from your book sales, ladies and gentlemen, that is the money that you're supposed to use to invest back into your business, to your tools. When people tell me, oh, I can't invest into that coaching, I said, do you have a book? Because your book should be what helps you to pay for your coaching. Your book should be what helps you to pay for your software. Your book should be what helps you to pay for your advertisement. Your book is all those things. Thank you, Noreen. 666.67. Now, is it possible for us to sell 667, we'll just round it up, books every single month? First of all, I don't even like the number, but you know what I'm saying, 666, right? But is it possible for us to sell 667 books every month? Yes, it is possible. But how many of us know that for most of us, that is not probable? What if we could leverage the people who have our book to be able to sell a core or premium product? So let's get into your other two products. So your book is a tool that you use to sell your higher ticket products or services. By the way, I'm going to bless one of you guys on today. I'm going to take what you do and literally turn it into a success funnel. Okay. That's what I'm going to do for y'all. If that's okay with you guys, if you don't mind. My little pen though is shot. So I'm going to have to, I done messed up my pen. My little electronic pen from my iPad. I got to order a new one. But I'll just try to draw it, or I don't know. I'll maybe write it out I'll figure it out. So I'm going to choose one of you guys and I'm going to show you how to turn what you do into a success funnel and create a 90-day strategy so that you can make $10,000 a month with it. All right. Okay. So, y'all intro statements, I'm going to have you to type your intro statements again towards the end so we can go into that. Well, not the end, but we'll be close to it. Okay. So your core item is a middle priced item. Guys, we have a massage therapist who's a part of Book Profits Club. And so she has her massage therapy, which is her service. That's her premium. So her premium service is the massage. But what's something that could be a core product or service that she can offer middle priced? Well, as a massage therapist, she could do chair massages at an event where people can pay her and they be, detailed anywhere between $100 to $197. Now, what kind of event would she be at? Probably something with people who got money for that type of stuff. I'm probably not going to be at an event where nobody paid no money to be there. Everybody want to be there for free. That's not where I'm targeting. I'm targeting events where it's probably women or men who have a high level of maybe work that they do. They're, a lot of work. They want a quick chair massage, but they're willing to pay $100 for a customized chair massage that only she does. Core product. Then she has a premium product, which is her high ticket, where you could purchase like 3 of her massages from her at a premium price. Some of you guys are coaches. Maybe your core item is a one-day event. For us, our core is going to be us telling you about our 5K and 5-day challenge. Okay? 5K and 5-day challenge. I'm going to offer that to every single one of you guys watching, but it could be a middle price. At one time, my core was a one-on-one strategy session. I now charge $1,000 for 1 hour with me, though. So if you want a one-on-one strategy session, it is not something that I just pitch, but if someone's like, I just need to sit down with you for an hour, no problem. It's $1,000. I do not do coaching through DMs. I don't do coaching through emails. You cannot get coaching from me for free. It is $1,000, or you could chime into the stuff like this and get the coaching, right? Amen. All right. So you can have your core item, and then your premium is your high ticket. Now, I want you guys to understand something. It's okay to start at $497. There's coaches out here who will lead you to believe that you should start your premium at $5,000 immediately, never having worked with the client, never having, experienced the pros and the cons, the what they really need and what they don't. I am not a believer of that. I'm not an ambassador of promoting only selling $5,000 packages. What I believe you should do is warm yourself up to that point. Yes, I believe everybody should get to that space because it'll allow you to work less, make more, and impact more people. Because I have found the people that like to come to everything for free and never spend money, those are the ones who ain't never gonna get started. But then you got people who might want to invest $97. Child, they think they own you. The ones that spend the $10,000 with you, the 7,000, guys, those are the ones I have found who get better results and they're less clingy. No shade, no tea. You know, I love all of y'all. I love every single person, but I'm just telling you what I've experienced. People that are investing more into themselves, typically the reason is because they've been able to earn a certain level of income that has allowed them to have a certain level of passive income because they are also action takers. So they all typically have similar characteristics of action taking. Hopefully this makes sense. No disrespect. So you warm yourself up to that place, but you first start off at like my first 5 clients, I charged $500. Then after them, I went to $1,000. So can everybody get to that? Are y'all cool with that? If y'all are cool with that, just say that's cool. Type that in the chat. Now, let me show you what happens. So our focus is on how many qualified people can we get with our book in their hands. By the way, notice what I say right here. It says 20% of those who have your book will invest in your premium item. Notice I didn't say 20% who buy your book. 20% of those who have your book who are qualified will buy your premium item. So if you have a package at at $1,000, all you need is 10 people. So if you've got 50 people, 20% of that is 10 people. That's 1,000. Do we believe that we can get 50 people who are qualified with our book in their hands, whether they bought it from us or they earned it from us by taking specific action steps to make $10,000? Of course we can. Of course we can. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Now, remember this, ladies and gentlemen, as your experience with your clients go up, so does your value. So the more that you work, and that's what I'm telling you. So never feel like, let me tell you something. When you guys start bringing on clients, you know you're going to mess up, right? But when you mess up, it makes you better. When you mess up, it makes you learn like, okay, this is what I need to do and what I don't need to do. Hello. When you have challenges, it makes you grow. When you imagine if you had someone sign up in your program and they just never give you any kind of updates on what's wrong and what's right. How are you going to know if this even works? And so do not ever get frustrated because something needs to be changed or evolved. Because a lot of times when we create our products and our services, we create them based off of what we think we would want, not what we're thinking about the masses. Does that make sense? That's like a DJ saying, I'm not going to play any of this. What's the type of music they play today? Anybody in here under 30? I doubt it. But what y'all call it? Because we had a trap music era, but now it's something else. What if DJs was like, I'm not playing none of that music, right? Well, that's not okay for the people that's coming to want to hear it. They want to hear that gang kill, whatever they call it. I forget what they call it. Not booty shaking. That's older school. Booty shaking music. That's the 80s. Okay, that's the 80s, the 90s. That's like 90s, the Luke era. I'm talking about today. They call it something. Oh, I can't think about it. Whatever. So, child, these little kids today, these songs. But y'all, you have to grow, right? We can say they are mumble rappers, but it's something else they call it, right? So let's talk about the success schedule. And this is what we teach our Book Profits Club. We have BPC members in the house as well. BPC. And so some of y'all are telling y'all age, child. Y'all don't even know. Y'all, I said after trap music. It's the era we are in today. Y'all saying stuff that is from before. Drill. Thank you, Sabrina. Drill music. Lord, y'all know what I'm trying to say. There it is. Drill. Okay, so BPC members that are in the house, y'all. So this is what we teach our BPC members. It is 5 steps. And this ain't even 2 to 4 hours. So with the other hours that you have, that's where you can spend time with creating the content if you want, different additional things towards your business. But this is the foundation. This is what helps you to get to $10,000 a month week, or day. By the way, the difference in action is no difference. Remember, you start off with your first clients at 500, then you go up. So 1 hour per month, can you do a webinar? This is a webinar. Essentially, y'all registered, right? And so can you do one of these per month? Now, this is a little longer than an hour, but this is a webinar, right? One of these per month. How about, can you do one broadcast per week, 30 minutes? By the way, your broadcast don't only got to be about your transformation that you offer. It can be about whatever you want it to be about. Y'all, let me tell you something about today. And let me tell you what's starting to happen quickly. People are tired of what looks like cookie cutter perfect. They want to know you. They want to feel like they can relate to you. A lot of people will tell me, Taria, you be posting about anything. Yeah, but guess what? I have clients that have been with me for a long time because of the relatability factor. I don't typically have people that come in and just quit that are plugged in. If people ain't plugged in, that's another conversation. And a lot of times people that plug in, they can relate to a lot of stuff I might talk about. So yes, I might even go live. Like I went live the other day talking about the situation going on with my car. I done spent about almost $7,000 for this car to get it fixed. I'm like, Lord, I go to that $7,000 got this Cadillac I'm about to get, but that's okay. I'm gonna get this Cadillac. That's okay. I got my eyes. I asked y'all on Facebook what y'all think I should get. Y'all was talking about Lexus, but it's a Cadillac that I want. I'm gonna tell y'all about it. It's electronic though. It's electric. It's an electric. So I don't know. I got to double check to see on that, but it's fire. Okay. So anyways, y'all, one broadcast per week. So I was live talking about the car, but I also still talked about what I do. Why? Because I know that there's another man or woman that maybe had dealt with what I've dealt with. And now because they feel like they can relate to me, they also want to do business with me. Think about it. How many of you guys know multiple real estate agents? Hello? Tammy said drill. I'm old. You've heard it though, Tammy, because your children listen to drill. Well, I don't know. Your children got older souls too. They may not even listen to drill music. But yeah, so how many of you guys know multiple real estate agents? Well, what makes you decide to do business with one specific agent? It has everything to do with the relatability. So when you go live on these broadcasts, you might just be going live to talk about other things, but there is a point in doing that. 2 to 3 hours per week, can you do 4 to 6 discovery sessions? And guess what? In Book Profits Club, we show you how to do the script, right? How to do the script. And then 1 hour per day, 30 DMs can you do. Some of y'all, you could literally be selling multiple books per day if this is what your DM was. It could be simply, hey, John, thanks so much for being my Facebook friend. Real quick question. Have you had a chance to hear about my book? Now, if I do 30 DMs, I might get 10 people leave me on red. I might get another 7 people say, no, I ain't never heard of it. I might get a few people to say, oh, what is that about? And then of those people that say, oh, what is it about? I have maybe 3 or 4 that buy a copy. Let's just pretend you have 2 a day that buy a copy from you. 2 a day. Can somebody take 2 and multiply that by 30 and give me the number? And what was the original number that I said? How many people that have your book in their hands? Take 2, multiply that by 30. Many of us should be able to do that off the top of our heads. What is 2 times 30, guys? And what was the number, the lucky number every month? So 2 times 30 is, there y'all go. Y'all got it. 60. So have we hit our number of 50? Yes. And that's just a DM. That doesn't even include the OPPs per month where you're going to get on a podcast, where you're going to get on a stage. And y'all, I don't judge nobody's platforms because everybody got to start somewhere. I was with my friend Liberty. She was visiting Atlanta. She lives in Austin. And she took me around a tour of Rolling Out. I remember Rolling Out 10 years ago when nobody really knew who Rolling Out was. Rolling Out now is interviewing A-list celebrities and B-list celebrities. Big, huge platform. And so we're not going to never judge no platform that's starting off because you never know. If somebody asks you to be on their stuff, you're going to say, especially those of you who are growing your platforms, you're going to say yes. And I'm going to tell you something. Recognition gets recognized. Do you know how many people you might post? Like we do this thing where we promote, we got some, we actually have some BPC members that are on right now. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull up one of their articles that we've published this month. Let me pull it up real quick. Some of our BB. So when you become a part of Speakers Elite, we actually published an article for them per quarter at no additional cost. But as a BPC member, you also get media articles, even if you're not Speakers Elite, at a discount. So we charge non-BPC members 250, starting at 250. It just depends on what media article. But let's just say, for example, they want to do with their BPC, it would be $150. But let me show you some of the articles that we've done just this quarter. So Carrie is on. Let me pull up her article. Here's Carrie in the Industry Times. Now, some people don't even know what Industry Times is, but guess what? When Carrie then takes this screenshot of this article, and we also create a flyer for her, but when she shares that, hey, look at this, Carrie is empowering the future. Look at this article, professional article that she can now share off to her community. Guess what happens? 1.8 thousand views, 4 shares. Guess what? Recognition gets recognized. When people see that people are talking about, and these are OPPs. So how do you get on these OPPs? You got to start reaching out. You got to position yourself. You got to figure out, okay, if I see someone get published on a podcast that is in the same area as me, or someone that's a peer, okay, I'm going to reach out to that podcast. Oh, I saw you have whatchamacallit on your show. How do you get guests? Oh, I see you have somebody speaking at your workshop. How do you get speakers? Oh, Industry Times. I see you have, okay, how do you get on there? And so anyway, so you got Carrie right here who's going to use this and pitch herself to other platforms because recognition gets recognized. So OPPs, only 2 per month. Can you get 2 per month by reaching out? Stop waiting for people to reach out to you. That's another thing that we have. It's a big challenge that we have in our community is we want everybody to reach out to us. No, you need to reach out to them. Okay, reach out to them. All right. So most people don't care about your titles or your story until they know that you can help them with theirs. So who wants to know how to get to $5,000 in 5 days with your current or even future book? Because some of you guys are already authors, right? OPP. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. Other people's platforms. Other people platforms. OPP. You know what OPP? Y'all remember that one? Other people's property. No, other people's platforms. So if you want to know how to get to $5,000 in 5 days with your current book or future book, this is what you're going to do. First of all, let me tell you about this story. So my very first book was A Vision to Freedom. Now, the way that I came up with the pre-sale concept was because when this book first came out, A Vision to Freedom, I actually had a homegirl that was like, I'll go ahead and buy your book from you now, because I was telling her at the book coming out, right? I'm not a secret book art. I'm not a secret author. Some of y'all, y'all don't never talk about y'all books. Listen. So I'm telling her I got a book coming out. She's like, oh, well, I'll go ahead and purchase a copy now. I was like, oh, thanks. I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put you inside. I'm going to put your name in the book. She was like, oh my God, for real? And so I was like, dog, she got excited about that, right? So I started reaching out to all my friends. I said, hey, y'all want to be in my book? If you pre-order, I'm going to put your name in the book. Everybody said yes. All my friends. They all said yes. And in fact, one of my friends, when the book came out, she knew exactly what page she was listed on. We were going into my high rise. At the time, I was staying at the Atlantic at Atlantic Station, 32nd floor. And we were walking into the high rise, and she was like, yeah, girl, she was talking to somebody else. Like, yeah, girl, my homegirl just came out with a book. I'm on page 10 of the book. She got my name in the book and stuff, child. And so it clicked for me. And I was like, whoa. Now, mind you, I had already just spent $10,000, well, a couple years ago. Before then, I spent $10,000 to learn how to write a public domain book. Some of you guys have heard of him, Myron Golden. I had worked with him. $10,000 I had spent to do this public domain book. And I realized also how people got excited because I came out with the book. So I started putting 2 and 2 together. And I said, you know what? I might have something here. Knowing that people are going to be mentioned in the book, it inspired people to want to buy the book. So what I did was because at the time when I wrote that book, I was still in network marketing. So I was using the book to grow my network marketing business. But since I was now deciding to transform into full-time coaching, I decided to come out with a second edition. So I said, you know what? I'm going to pre-sell it. I'm going to pre-sell it to the first 50 people. And the first 50 people who buy my book, I'm going to mention them in the book. Well, y'all, I didn't pre-sell 50 copies. I pre-sold 61. I would have sold more, but I had to turn off. I was pre-selling them so fast. The numbers were coming in so quickly. By the time I looked up, I was like, oh, I'm at 61. Stop. I had to stop the pre-sales. 61 books of a six-figure vision. By the way, let me just tell you this. This is the second edition of the book. It's the same exact book. I just added a new chapter talking about being an author. And then I changed a chapter where I talked about home-based business. And I added other people that were in home-based businesses and highlighted them. So that was another way I made money. So what I did was I pre-sold this second book. And guess what I sold it under the name of? A Vision to Freedom. This is where some of y'all be getting all tripped up on the title. Nobody cares. People just care about the book and the results and being in it. And so I pre-sold 61 copies calling it A Vision to Freedom. But for some reason, I wasn't loving the name. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to call it A Six-Figure Vision, Tips to Making More Money, Happiness, and Success, and $500 in additional training worksheets and more. And guess what? Nobody got mad. The 61 people who pre-ordered, when they saw it was a different title, nobody was upset. Nobody asked for a refund. Nobody cared. They just cared that they was on page number 12 in the acknowledgments. And I also created at the end of the book a place where if you were an entrepreneur, where you could put your business, your website, city, and state, something like that. Y'all, this was huge because from this book pre-sale, from the 50 plus pre-sales that I did, I also offered people an opportunity to add additional content. They paid more for it. Y'all, I was making thousands of dollars pre-selling the book before it even came out. Then I learned about, hey, let me get people to sponsor a chapter. Then I said, hey, let me do this in a bigger platform of collaboration books, because that's all it was. And so now I was able to generate a lot of income from just one book. And even more exciting, guess what people were doing, y'all? Oh, I got to get on the camera screen. I just want y'all to see me on the full screen real quick. Guess what people were doing? So the people that were in the book, right? So remember now, I pre-sold 61 copies. Those people that were in the book, not all, but some, were so excited to see their name that they started telling other people about the book. So now not only did I have people who pre-ordered, but I also had people who became ambassadors because they knew that they were in the book. Some of y'all catch that when you get home, okay? Some of y'all will catch that when you get home. So this is one of the ways of how you make that. Now I'm going to show you step by step what you need to do so that you can actually make this happen in our 5K and 5-day challenge. So secret number 2, leveraging your book to grow your speaking and coaching business. Now everybody type this in the chat. There is purpose in my pain. Type this in the chat. There's purpose in my pain. Type this in the chat. There's purpose in my pain. Guys, you must understand that what you went through was for a reason. Now you know how to create a solution because you got through it. This is where you need to create opportunities. So why you need to write a book? Number 1, it can help you launch a new business. I have a lady who is a stylist, right? A fashion stylist. She actually makes clothes. And so she's like, well, then Taria, I'm a fashion stylist. What can I write about? I said, well, let me ask you a question. When women wear your suits, how do they feel? So I said, give me some words to describe how they feel. She says they feel confident. Cool. I said, how does they feel? They feel bold. Cool. Okay. Have you ever had somebody give you a testimonial? Yeah. She said, I actually had a woman who said that she wore my suit at one of her boardroom meetings and she felt so confident when she was able to get up in front of the group and really lay down her presentation, and she felt that people respected her. Oh, so you feel like your clothes bring respect in boardrooms? She said, yes. I said, cool. Why don't you write a book that says how to be respected in a male-dominated industry as a female boss or something like that, right? She was like, what? I was like, yeah, girl, write 7 ways. And one of the ways is to wear bold suits. Now, where do they get the bold suits from? You. Now, instead of pitching, I sell suits to the news, you pitch, I teach women how to have confidence. I've got 3 tips on how every woman can be able to be confident in the boardroom. 1 tip, know how to, I don't know, I'm just making up stuff now. Know how to base your voice, okay? Know how to base your voice. I know this may sound trivial, but one of the I actually spoke to a therapist and she was telling me some tips on what she teaches her women. So that's one of the tips I give on the news. Tip number 2, know how to . And tip number 3, you must wear bold suits. this right here, it does something to your energy. But I promise you, there is a mindset behind colors. Now you are on ABC highlighting your book. Guess what people are about to be doing? I need that stylist because she know about how to get them bold suits done. Are y'all with me? So you can launch a whole business with the right book. Speaking. Those of you guys who want to be speaking on more stages. I had a book about depression. Now, I wrote a book about depression, and I still have the book. I don't sell it anymore, but I do give it away to people every now and then. But I remember one time I met a young lady. Her name is Edeline Francois Dryden. She has an organization called We Rock, Women Entrepreneurs Rock. And I met her at this event. I knew she had a conference. So out of all the people I met at the networking event, she was the only person I sat down to do lunch, to do coffee with. I do not just be meeting with any and everybody. I know shade, no tea, but I knew she had a conference, she had a platform, and I'm a speaker and I need a stage. Hello. So I sat down with her and we built a nice little rapport. We maybe sat down and talked for 15, 30 minutes. At the end of the talk, I said, hey, listen, I want to give you a copy of my new book I just launched called Depression. She was like, oh my gosh. She was like, you know what? I got a panel of doctors and we're going to be talking about mental health. Would you like to be on the panel? I said, do HE double hockey sticks go with yes? Because, baby, I'm in there. Y'all was on that panel speaking. Let me tell you something. I am not a doctor. So everything that those people were talking about was going right over my head when they were using all the medical terminology. And so when they got to me asking me about what do you recommend people do to overcome depression and mental wellness and things, I was like, listen, I'm not a doctor, so I can't give you medical advice. I can only give you the advice that I wrote down in my book. Reference my book. And this is some of the stuff that I actually did. Y'all, at the end of that panel, guess who everybody was standing in line to talk to? Not the doctors who went to school, who have medical experience, not to say that they were doctors. They wanted to get with the person that they could relate to. Amen. Who had a book. So a book not only can get you on the stage, but when you get on the stage, it can make you even more creditable in certain situations. Are y'all with me? And influence. Remember, I wrote a book called A Six-Figure Vision. At the time, it was a vision of freedom. Y'all, it was a bridal organization looking for a speaker to talk about vision boards. Well, in that book, A Six-Figure Vision, I have a chapter on goal setting and I talk about vision boards. Do y'all know just because I have a chapter about that, it made me influential in the goal setting and vision board space. They hired me to come in to teach how to do a vision board. Are you kidding me? You can go on Google right now and find how to do a vision board. But because I wrote a book, I was the influencer. So you must understand that. Now, 80% of authors who are speakers and coaches do not even make $5,000 to $10,000 a year. A year. The reason is because, number one, they have not identified the purpose of their book. They just wrote a book to write a book. The purpose of the book should be twofold, double-edged sword. It should be, number one, to help the reader, but it should also be to help you. Is this book designed to get you on more stages? It was a guy who taught NLP. If anybody's ever heard of NLP, let me know. So NLP, it stands for Neuro Linguistic Programming. I went to this workshop. It was amazing, by the way. He wrote a book talking about how he wasn't going to pay for his kids' college tuition. Has nothing to do with NLP, but it is NLP in every way, right? His book was controversial. He literally wrote that book so he could get on CNN because everybody was like, the nerve. You're supposed to be this 7-figure coach and you write a book talking about how you're not going to give your kids no money for college. They wanted to know, what is this principle about? Now he's on this CNN talking about why he's not going to pay for no college. But guess what? He can repurpose that content. Don't nobody care about what they said on the show. He was on CNN. It now makes him reputable. And so you have to have a purpose with your book coming out. How are you going to leverage it? What is going to be the next step? When someone reads the book, what's next? What's the core product? What's the premium product? Number two, not knowing who your audience is. Y'all, everybody should not be the reader of your book. All women should not be the reader of your book. The challenges that an 18-year-old woman has are nowhere near the same challenges of even a 25-year-old woman, are not the same challenges of a 40-year-old woman, are not the same challenges of a 70-year-old woman. You will never hear me say I work with all women. because all women is not an audience. An audience is specific, being niched, being narrowed down. Niches get riches. So knowing who is your audience, we have an exercise called the 20 characteristics of a $3,000 customer. And that is so specific when you're identifying what's the name of your client, what is their income. It's not a range either. How much does your client make a year? Is it $75,000 or $7,500? Because let me tell you something, all women fall into that category. Is $7,500 woman a year or $75,000? Can a $7,500 a woman a year afford your products and services? Well, I would love for her to. First, well, let me tell you something. Save yourself. You know, when you go on a plane, what they tell you? They say when you get on a plane, you should put your mask on first before putting someone else's mask. So if you want to one day be able to go back and help your community, you got to help yourself first. That means you got to help yourself to make income. So first, make sure that you target an audience who can afford to pay for your services. So then you can earn so much income that you can go back to give it back. Amen. Also, marketing. Guys, being an Amazon top seller is not marketing. That is about 1/10 of it. Being a top seller, you know, there's a book called, which one was it? Was it How to Win Friends and Influence People? Sure, if you look on that, or even if you look at 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. If y'all Google that book after this, you're gonna see on the cover it says over 30 million copies sold. Guys, where? It don't say where it was sold. It just say 30 million. So we get so caught up on these titles that are made up and designed for us to help increase their bottom line instead of us focusing on increasing our own bottom line. Nobody cares where they buy your book as long as they get the content. Are y'all hearing me? So if you want to be a top seller, then you put I'm a top seller. How many books have you sold? 1,000 copies sold, 2,000 copies sold, 10,000 copies sold. Put it on your cover. But marketing is way more than that. Marketing is how many people are you messaging per day? Marketing is, are you paying for ads? Marketing is, are you speaking on stages? How many of you guys are doing a webinar per month? Marketing is reaching out. And then also only focusing on book sales. Remember, 667 books, if you sell your book on your own website, is what you got to sell every month. That is a lot of selling to try to make $10,000 a month. If you learn to leverage your book so that you can sell your higher products and services, that is where the money is made. Y'all, let me tell you, I spoke at an event where there was 100 people at the event. Each person that was at the event paid at minimum starting at $500 to be there. I was given the opportunity to speak. So instead of me trying to sell books, right, what I focused on was I brought 25 copies with me and I made everybody, mind you, it was 100 people there. I ended up with 70 plus leads, okay, just so y'all know. But I said, listen, this is what you need to do. Everybody text this number. So I gave them a phone number that we use through our BPC system. In our BPC system, we actually have an automation that we send to all of our BPC members where they can put whatever kind of code you want. You can have as many codes. So I text, let's say I'm speaking at LitCon. I say, everybody text LitCon to this phone number. Then it gives them some instructions and it says, hey, click on this. And what I did at the event is I made everybody schedule an appointment with me, a discovery session. Now, granted, some people disqualified themselves because of what they filled out on the discovery session. So when somebody fills out a discovery session, I ask specific questions to make sure this is somebody who sounds like they're qualified to work with me. If it's somebody who, you know, they don't have invest in themselves, they're not looking to make $250,000 or more a year, they're probably not qualified. So they filled out the form and I had 25 people who qualified, and they got a text message that said, congratulations, you qualified. Walk up to the front and grab a copy of the book. Y'all, I had everybody standing in line getting a copy of the book while I was speaking. From those 25 people, 13 people showed up to the call. I made over $10,000 in sales from that because 6 people bought my product. How many of you guys would give away 25 copies of your book if you know that it's going to return sales? That is how you leverage your books. Are y'all with me? So you can, people say, how many books have you sold? I don't know. I can tell you how much I've made because I know how to leverage my book. My book is a marketing tool. Are y'all with me? I do this all the time, y'all. I go to events. If somebody paid $500 to be at an event, oh, they're highly qualified to work with me. They're not someone who wants stuff for free. They understand investing. So if they like what I'm giving, it is highly likely they're going to invest. Are y'all with me? Now, if I go to an event and they got 1,000 people there and nobody paid anything to be there, am I going to give away books? No. I'm going to do something different in that scenario. But I go to an event where people have paid $500, baby, I will give away 25 books because y'all all have qualified. Hello? Y'all with me? Now, how do you write the right book? Niches get riches. Be very specific. The book said how to get men to do everything you want and how to da 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 da. Very specific. Let me show you some other specific books, right? Real quick. Because some of you guys, you already have a great book. You might have already written the book, but you might need to work on retitling it. Watch this. Top selling self. How many of you guys would like to have a media article written up about you as well? If you would, like the one I did for her, that we did for Carrie, and then she's also going to get flyers. Hold on, let me see something real quick because I don't know if we made Carrie's flyers yet. Let's see. Oh yeah, we did. Look at her flyers. Fly, right? If you would like one of these articles, let me know. I might throw in a special today. Look at that. And so they get one of these articles per quarter for free. This is $250 we charge for this. I might throw something in today. Only today, though. Tomorrow it expires. And you have to be registered. So for those who are watching on social media still, if you didn't register, you just disqualified yourself. Okay, watch this. So I searched for top selling books. Look at this, y'all. I want y'all to understand these self-help books. They're very specific. The Power of Self-Discipline. Look, and then it's got a subtitle. Hold on, let's pull it up real quick. It says 5-minute exercise to build self-control, good habits, and keep going with when you want to give up. Why is this selling? Because it says 5 minutes. It's very tangible, very specific. 7 habits of highly effective people. Powerful lessons in interpersonal change. Oh, look, I told you. Over 30 million copies sold. They don't say where it was sold. They just say that's how many was sold. Who cares? Look, 30 days to self-discipline. Atomic habits. Tiny changes, remarkable results. An easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. We be out here writing a book called Unbreakable. What? What does that mean? Unbreakable what? Like, what are you talking about? Right? Look, control your mind and master your feelings. Breaking overthinking and master your emotions. Have y'all ever heard of Eric Robertson? No, you never heard of him. But he is a top seller because the book is very simple. Look at this one. Very specific. 12 months to $1 million. How to pick a winning product, build a real business, and become a 7-figure entrepreneur. Are y'all with me here? Y'all know y'all be coming up with them titles. Unbreakable bond. Bond of what? Hair glue? Because some of these hair glues are unbreakable. Them bonds is serious. Okay? We got to get specific about our titles. Niches get riches. Set goals. When you want to write the right book, first of all, pre-sell. If you sell 50 copies of your book, I promise you, it's going to put a little energy for you to go ahead and get it done. It's literally going to put some energy for you to get it done. But you got to be thinking your book is about taking one specific area in your life that you've been able to overcome, and then think about who that person is. Who's the person sitting on the edge of the bed? What's her name? What's his name? What is their specific what are their characteristics? What is it that they're dealing with? And what's the solution? Creating outlines, 7 to 10 chapters, or 7, actually, I'm going to say 7 or 10. I like the number 7 and the number 10 because they are very well known. They're very unintimidating. They're very easy. Anything beyond 10, you should save it for another book. How many of y'all ever heard of John C. Maxwell? I've had the pleasure of meeting him twice now. Does anybody know what he's known for? If you don't know, I'm gonna put it on the screen. You might see it a couple times. Let me see. It says High Road Leadership, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, how successful people think. Here, Leadership 101. What does he know? What is the one thing he is known for? Y'all got it. Leadership. That's his thing, leadership. Do you know how many times he's come out with the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership? I think he told us the last time we saw him, he was at his 16th edition. The book has been redone over 16 times. It might be more than that. We be writing one book, child, and think that that is the end all be all. He is known for leadership. He has a very specific audience, and he's a Christian. He's a Christian author. He was actually a pastor. So a lot of his stuff is biblical principle. Okay? You can write multiple books. You ain't got to just finish that. Oh, but Taria, I got to put 20 chapters because you know what I'm saying? This book going to be the last book. Well, last time I checked, the people who are some of the most successful speakers in the world, they do not have one book. They write a book to write another book because the way that we did stuff even last week has changed this week. Amen? All right, I'm about to hurry up. 97% of people who want to write a book, they never will. 200 million Americans wish to be authors. Only 6 million of them will write the book, and only 3% of these 6 million will actually make a full-time income. Here's 8 things that your book should do and or be. It should make you multiple streams of income. If you are an author and you want to be a speaker and a coach and your book is not creating multiple streams, we got to work on that. It should redirect readers to your site. That means whatever your premium product is, you should somehow be leading them to get closer and closer to that premium product. It should most definitely open doors for you as a speaker. It should be of value, not of length. A book that is 300 pages is not more valuable than a book that is 100 pages. Just because a book is longer does not make it more valuable. So stop thinking that we got to have these 300 pages. Most people don't even want to read them books no more. Them people that be coming out with them 300-page books, when the last time you read it? Who read them? Not me. I ain't got that kind of time, and I got plenty of time. I'm just not doing it. So we need to have books that are 100 to 150 pages. A book that somebody can say, I read that whole book and feel accomplished. It should be straight to the point. Nobody wants fluff anymore. We want the steps. We want the information. Yes, you're going to write in the intro about your life story. In the book, you're going to give some examples of your story, but people want specific steps. It should have a cover that sells. If you put your book down and walk away and watch it from a crowd of, watch it around and look at how people look at your book, if don't nobody pick your book up and doggone near walk off with it, we need to work on that cover, right? We got to work on that book. And if you're not sure, test it out. I'm serious. Go take your book, go sit at a coffee shop and leave your book right on the table and go walk over, go sit over in the corner and just let people go look at it. If people don't pick it up and try to ask, is this somebody's book? Or if they just leave it there, your book is trash. No shade, no tea. We need to work on that cover. It doesn't mean the inside is trash. I'm talking about the promise that it's making. They don't understand it. But if somebody picks the book up and they're like, is this somebody's book? Do you know where this book came from? I want a copy of it. I promise you, people make decisions to buy books based off of the cover, the promise, and it should most definitely increase the bottom line. I'm sorry, y'all, if somebody took offense when I said your book is trash. You shouldn't take it personal. You should make that want you to get a better book. I'm just saying. Secret number 3 marketing secrets for authors and future authors. So everybody type this in the chat. I should be paid for my purpose. And let me shout y'all out in the chat too, because y'all are so amazing. Type that in the chat. I should be paid for my purpose. Brittany is here. Richard is here. Regina is here. Tammy is here. Let me see. Juanita is here. Let's see. Martine is here. Carrie is here. I should be paid for my purpose. Type that in the chat. Let me change my share though, because I don't like the way that looks. I should be paid for my purpose. Amen. You should all be paid for your purpose, y'all. We should stop being afraid to charge our worth. Stop giving away our stuff for free. and yet y'all are here for free. That's okay. I'm about to make y'all offer 3 marketing tips for your book. First of all, pre-sell your book. That is a marketing tip. It creates excitement. The first 50 who buy your book, you're going to have people to become ambassadors. Then what you do is you allow the first 50 people who pre-ordered it to get a free ticket to your conference that you're going to hold, that's going to be talking more in depth about the results that the book offers. Pre-sell, pre-sell, pre-sell. This is a way for you guys to actually literally start marketing your book. Another tip that you can do is include influencers. Let me tell you something about influencers, right? We be thinking that because somebody got a big following, they would not want to be a part of your book. Baby, it's some influencers out here that would love to be a part of your book. They might have a big following and don't even have no money. You might be making more money than them, looking at they following, thinking that, dang, if I could just, when I get to they follow, and you probably make more money than them. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be shady. Listen, whenever somebody say I'm not trying to be shady, you already know they being shady, right? Okay, I'm just saying. I ain't trying to be shady, but y'all, but there's some people who have influence and don't even know how to use it. Woo! Do y'all know some people that got influence? And by the way, influence don't even mean 100,000 followers. I know people who have 5,000 followers and they get a tremendous amount of response on their pages. So there are ways that you can actually have someone of influence in your industry that could be a part of your book. So you could reach out to them and say, hey, listen, I've got a book coming out. I want to know, can we partner? For every book of mine that you sell, I'll do a 50-50 split. Now, remember, y'all, let's just say, for example, this person helps you to sell 20 books. You're pretty much going to give them most of the profit from the book. But those 20 people now become leads who have qualified themselves. If only 20% of them become your customer, that means 4 of them on average, about $1,000. You just made $4,000 and you just gave that person what? $200? How many of y'all would partner with an influencer if you know that you could? Because they're not leveraging the audience. They just want to post to get likes and follows. So let's partner up. And again, an influencer does not have to be someone with 100. It can literally be someone that has 5,000-10,000 followers, but they get a huge response. They're not leveraging it. Reach out to them and say, you know what? Let's partner. And if you are telling me that you have influence and you don't know how to leverage it, that means you have missed everything I have taught today. Because what did I just tell y'all to do as far as pre-selling? Well, maybe I didn't tell y'all. You're going to pre-sell. You're using your influence to pre-sell. So I'm going to give y'all a little slack. I didn't tell y'all exactly how to do this, but I'm going to show you guys how to do this, okay? You're going to pre-sell your book. Use your influence to pre-sell 50 copies of your book. Then also what you're going to do is once your book is done, you're going to start to find people who are hosting workshops and events, and you're going to send 4 to 10 copies of your book to those people. Let me share a couple of people. I did a presentation earlier today. I'm going to pull up a couple testimonials of some clients that we've worked with before, and just share with you how they have leveraged their books to be able to build multiple streams of income and increase their network. So let me share a couple of people, if y'all don't mind. Is that cool? Can I share with you a couple of people I work with? Are y'all cool with that? Because now I'm going to show you so that you can say, okay, now I get you, Taria. Now I get it. All right, let me do. I like this. I've been using it. I mean, I'm using this little platform, chat. This little platform is working really nice. Okay, so let me pull this up real quick. So here's Danielle Johnson. She was a part of a collaboration book that we did. Because remember, I told you we do collaboration books. She said, look, now she was sharing how she had to reorder more books and have yet to receive her first order. Y'all, she pre-sold over 100 copies. Now, the first 50 people we included in the book. So that means she had 50 more people who didn't care. They just wanted to pre-order the book. She pre-sold over 100. I always recommend it, depending upon how you're selling, you want to order anywhere between 25 to 50 additional books. So she ordered 150 books. Before she could even receive the first 150, she already needed to order more. She says, I've had multiple invitations for radio interviews, 2 panel invitations to speak about mental health, and also nominated as Inspiring Woman. Mind you, remember, the book had not even gone, she pre-sold it. So that means she only marketed that she was pre-selling, and the people that pre-ordered from her then invited her to be on these different platforms. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Are y'all with me? Okay, let me give you some more. Dr. Jasmine Zapata. Dr. Jasmine Zapata wrote this book, Beyond Beautiful. Beyond Beautiful is a book for children where she teaches them about love, self-love, empowerment, things of that nature. She turned this book also into a workbook, creating a curriculum. Now, I'm gonna tell you her story. What she started doing, y'all, is when she started her journey, she started reaching out to elementary schools and saying, listen, I want to come out there and speak to the kids, right? I want to speak to your kids. Now, when she first started, they didn't know who she was. So she said, I'll come speak for free. She got a couple of schools to leave a testimonial. Now she had a letter with a letterhead from these schools that she shared with the other schools. She said, listen, I have this workshop that I would love to bring. And then they said, well, listen, great. We would love to have you. She says, what's your budget? They said, we ain't got one. Well, listen, can you buy enough copies of books for each one of the kids? Oh, sure, because that's a separate budget. Sure, we can do that. So then the school started purchasing books in bulk, 200 copies, 300 copies, 500 copies. Then she started to really build her leverage. They started to pay her. I think her first speaking gig was like $2,500. Then she started to pitch organizations. Look at this. $35,000 deal with the YMCA to bring the Beyond Beautiful Girls Empowerment Academy to their summer camp. Summer camp, not year camp. $35,000. They renewed the contract with her the following year, and this was all from her book. Grace Yasmin used her influence to pre-sell 750 copies of her book. She made just on pre-sales $11,250. When I asked Grace, I said, Grace, what did you do? She said, Taria, I followed exactly what you taught in the 5K and 5-day training. I did exactly what you taught in the 5K. I got so many more testimonials, child. I mean, I'm just trying to tell you, we got them for days. Okay. We got them for days. In fact, if you go to my Facebook, you go to facebook.com/Vision Avant. Let me share one more. And then we're going to get into what I'm going to offer y'all. And y'all all said y'all want to know how to get this article. I'm going to do it for the first 5 people today, though. So we're going to do 5 people. If you go to my page, click on reviews. Here's Lena. So Lena just received at our last event, she received her check for $160,000. By the time that she came, that's what she had earned since working with us. Lena just celebrated her year anniversary with us, though. Look at this message. She said, working with Taria for the past year has completely transformed my business. When I started, I was only making around $5,000 to $7,000 per month for my services. But after implementing the strategies and tactics taught in the book Profits Club, I was able to scale my business to $10,000 days. The training modules, live coaching calls, and private community have been invaluable. I am so grateful. I'm not going to read all the rest, but y'all can go look on my page. She just posted this on July 16th. So I'm just saying. Okay, so let me get into this because y'all asked, and I want to tell you guys more. I hope this training has been good so far. Has this been good, y'all? Has this been good? Let me know. Please let me know. Here's the phrase that pays. I want everybody to type this in. I'm excited to announce that I have a book coming out. Who wants to be in it for free? I promise you guys, post this. Matter of fact, I should have showed y'all this. Okay. Post this on your social media. Do not put images, though. Do not put images. I want y'all to post this because y'all going to get access to my training, and just let it sit. You'll get back to it. Let me show you. I'm going to show you how I don't teach people how to do stuff that I don't do myself. I'm excited to announce I have a book coming out. Watch this. I'm going to Google all the posts that I have done over the years. And notice something that similar. They don't have no flyers. The ones that have flyers get the less response. Look at this. October 2022. I'm excited to announce I have a new book coming out. Who wants to be in it for free? Type me. This one had 50 comments. I'm excited to announce I have a book coming out. Who wants to be in it for free? 76. I'm excited to announce I have a new book coming out. 54. Look at this one where I posted the flyer. Well, this don't have the phrase though, but that only had 12 likes. I'm telling you, it's when you post these images, people don't comment. I'm excited to announce I have a new book coming out. 29. I'm excited to announce I have a new book coming out. 35. Add the who wants to be in it for free though. Even this one have 14. So what's funny is if I start commenting on some of these posts, it'll refresh it too. That's a cool thing about Facebook. So I'm excited to announce. You got to put. I'm excited. I'm gonna post. I'm gonna put it in the chat for y'all. Hold on. Here we go. One second. I'm about to paste it right in here. That is the phrase that pays. Now, if you do not have influence on social media, you can also text this to people. You can literally email it to your email list. For those of you who are building a database, this is going to, like, we're going to Ghana at the end of the year. I'm doing a conference in Ghana. Y'all, we sold out of that conference so quick of speaker spots. But we're doing this conference in Ghana at the end of the year. And I've already put out there, hey, listen, I'm looking for some people that want to be in our book for Ghana because 2.5 million people went to Ghana last year. It's going to be huge exposure. So I look at it as when you're getting mentioned in my book for free, you can upgrade and get some additional benefits, which I teach you guys how to do. But this gives that person an opportunity for their name to be recognized. Now, who wants to know how to execute the step-by-step? The step-by-step, like once you have now posted this, Taria, what's next? What I need to do next? What's the next steps? Who wants to know the step-by-step? Hey, Juanita, Yannick, I said that right. I hope I did. Victoria, Regina, Sarah, Tammy, Brittany, Sharon. Hello, Carrie, Dr. Manetta. All right, y'all ready to learn the step-by-step? If you're ready to learn the step-by-step, I want to know. Okay. So this is what we have. We have our 5K and 5-day challenge. It is going to be coming up August my cap. Hold on, y'all. I'll just go to the website. August the 6th. Now, the first 4 days of the workshop, are, you can take them at your own pace. And then the 5th day, which is a Sunday, is live. General admission is $97 and VIP is $297. General admission is $97 and VIP is $297. But how many of y'all would like for me to give you a deal? We're bringing this back. I think I'm going to offer y'all a special deal that's going to blow you away. In the 5K and 5-day challenge, number one, day one, you're going to learn how to pre-sell and resell more than 50 books in a matter of days, some of y'all hours. Number two, I'm going to talk about, on day two, we're going to talk about the mistakes that authors make when it comes to putting their book together, as well as marketing their book and building multiple streams of income. Day three, we're going to talk about identifying the 20 characteristics of your $3,000 client. Day four, we're going to talk about the 5 secret marketing techniques success authors are using to get on more speaking stages, the stuff they're not telling you. And then day 5, I am going to tell you how to turn those 50 to 100 pre-sales, because some of y'all would do more, to $5,000. That means no additional marketing on social media, literally how to use the 50 people who've already pre-ordered from you and turn that into $5,000. And if you upgrade to VIP, I offer 100% money back guarantee. Here's a quote by Napoleon Hill. Some of y'all said y'all like Napoleon Hill, right? I love Napoleon Hill. Successful people make decisions quickly. As soon as all the facts are available, when it makes sense, it makes sense. and they change them very slowly if they ever do. Unsuccessful people, though, make decisions very slow and change them often and quickly as soon as the wind blows. Well, I added in my own. That's my own little excerpt. But this was by Napoleon Hill. So I just want to know, where are my successful thinkers? Where are my successful people? Who takes action quickly here? Right now, you can actually join under general admission for $1. $1. You can get the general admission today. Tomorrow it's 97, but today you can get it for $1. However, for those of you guys who are super serious, for the first 10, I'm going to give you VIP for $197. For the first 5, and you're not even going to see this on the thing, but this is being recorded. So the first 5 VIPs today, you're also going to get a free article. If you're already a part of the Book Profits Club, you'll just be getting an additional bonus article. Now, some of you guys may say, well, I have the 5K and 5-day challenge. You do not have the 5-day live event. On the 5th day, it is live. Also, as a VIP, does anybody remember what I said, how much I charge for 1 hour of one-on-one coaching? It's $1,000. Let me tell you why. Because an hour of my time, if I sit down with you and I give you the strategy, it is a guarantee you're going to walk away with something that if you implement it, you will get results. It's a guarantee. I'm that confident, Godfident, that you will definitely get results. So I don't play with my hours. However, when I have group sessions, I believe doing group sessions, you get better results. So I'm willing to offer them at a discounted rate because we have more people that plug in. So let me tell you what you get as a VIP. So as a VIP, you get to attend the live event, which is on the 5th day, is Sunday. You're going to get an attendance bonus. That means you will get the recording of the 5th day. If you are not VIP, you do not get the recording of the 5th day. You will get materials. It'll be a playbook that you're going to get as well that you'll be able to utilize. You're going to get the Book Profits Starter Kit, social media templates that are going to blow you away from Canva that you're going to be able to use. You're going to get a one-on-one call, and you're going to get the chat. Now, another thing that you also get as a VIP is 3 group coaching calls. There'll be a group coaching call on Friday. There will be one on Sunday and one on Monday, only for VIP. General admission do not get any of these additional bonuses, nor do they get the group coaching call. Today, the first 10 will get it for $197. We're talking about over $3,000 in value. And we do giveaways. As a VIP, you are automatically entered to win the giveaway. General admission, you get opportunities, as well as VIPs, to get added to the giveaways by completing day 1 through 4 homework assignments, okay? If you are still breathing, one thing I do know is that you have a second chance. But might I even just add something else in, guys? If you're still breathing, there is a reason. It's not even just about the second chance. There is a reason why we are still breathing. Not so that we can just exist. There is a reason for every one of us having breath in our lungs. And I believe that sometimes being associated and connected to the right people can change our lives. I also believe that people respect what they pay for. So a lot of times, could I have given this away for free? Yep. But when I give away stuff for free, you know how many people register for this event? I don't know how many people who are actually watching live. I hadn't looked at the numbers, but we have over 100 people who registered because they didn't pay anything to be here. But when you make an investment in yourself, it shows that I'm serious about showing up for my success. So how do we get started? So what you're going to do, guys, let me break this down again. You're going to get the 5K and 5-day challenge. If you just do general admission, you're going to get day 1 where you're going to learn the pre-sell and resell 50 books quickly. Day 2, the common author mistakes in book creation, marketing, and income strategies. I'm gonna put the link in the thing too, so y'all can just know where to go to sign up, because the first 5 are gonna get that bonus article. Only the first 5, and the first 10 will get $100 off the VIP. So it'll be $197 instead of $297. After that, it will go up to $297, or tomorrow it will be $297. So whichever comes first. And then today, general admission is $1. Day 3, you're going to identify the traits of your $3,000 client. Day 4, the 5 secret marketing techniques for more speaking gigs. These first 4 days are pre-recorded. You log in, they're opened up to you on each day, and you follow the training. Day 5 is when it's live, which is a Sunday. So that is August the 11th. Okay. If you are not VIP, you will not get the replay. So do not miss it live if you are general admission. VIP upgrade, you get the live event training. You also get the Q&A sessions. You get the attendance bonus, which is the recording of the event, the materials, the bonus materials, the social media templates. You will also get, I don't know if y'all caught that, the one-on-one call with me. So you have to go through so you can't just do the call without doing the work. So that's another thing. I pre-qualify people. So as long as you have gone through all the training, you showed up on the 5th day, and you are on all of the 3 group Q&A sessions, you'll be able to have that $1,000 one-on-one. Why? Because a lot of the stuff that we're going to go over from that one-on-one session is going to be from what you have learned and implemented. And you're going to get a private chat community that you're going to be able to experience 7 days from the event. So we use Telegram. Everybody that's a VIP will be a part of that chat community 7 days after the event, just to update everybody, to keep everybody encouraged, et cetera, et cetera. So today you can get general admission for $1. This is just for a challenge. You're not joining a membership to nothing. This is just a 5-day challenge, okay? 5K and 5 days challenge. So you're going to go to 5K and 5 days challenge. I put it in the link. It's $1 for general admission. Once I come off of this live, the $1, I'm sorry, I should have told y'all that. It's $1 while we're live. It's $197 while we're live. So not today. I apologize. It is right now. So once I come off the live, it will be $297 or $97. Okay. So it's $1 right now, or $197 for the VIP. Okay. So $197. Again, this is what you get with the VIP: the live event, the 3 days group session, attendance bonus, materials, social media, one-on-one call, chat. And for the first 5 who get VIP, you will also get the media article, where it is $250 for non-BPC members. And yes, if you are a BPC member, it does not matter your tier of membership. It is $197 for VIP. Okay, $197 for VIP. Those three group coaching calls, I promise you, if y'all show up to them group coaching calls Friday, Sunday, and Monday, it's going to be worth the investment of the $197. Okay, so while we are live, it is $197. So I'm going to answer some questions for you guys. So so remember, guys, the first 4 days are not live. So you get to literally log in whenever you can for that day. And the trainings on average are about 30 minutes to 1 hour. And each one of them is going to have a homework assignment. So day 1 will start August the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Now, the Q&A sessions for VIP are going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the VIP session for that Friday, Sunday, and Monday will be. The reason is because at 7 p.m. on Monday is when we have our Book Profits Club call, where as a VIP, you'll be able to join into the call, okay? Listen in on the BPC call, even if you're not a member. So the VIP sessions are 6 p.m. Eastern, that's 5 p.m. Central, okay? The live session on Sunday, so remember, if the call is at 6 p.m., then we're going to have the call before on Sunday evening. It's going to start at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. So giving you guys, for those of you guys who go to church on Sunday, you can go to early service on Sunday and still be able to make with plenty of time. So 3 p.m. and that live session is going to run about 2 to 3 hours. I'm just letting you know it's long. because we're actually doing work. We take a break, we do work. This is not a play live session, okay? This is an investment. So Sunday, y'all write that down, 3 p.m. on Sunday, and then the live Q&A is going to be every day, Friday, Sunday, and Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Any additional questions? Let's see. Makita, so I'll message you about Book Profits Club. Although I would highly recommend you want to join this, because even members still have to pay to come to this. And so, I would recommend you come to this so you can get, but if you already know you want to join, you can. But I'm going to recommend, of course, this challenge for sure. The link, again, y'all. Hold on. Tammy. Tammy talking about, where is the link? So that is the link that you want to go to, guys. 5K and 5 days challenge to lock it in, okay? Lock it in. Again, it's $1 for general admission while I am live, and it is $197 for VIP. It's $100 off while I am live. Once I log off the live, it will no longer be that price. It will go to the regular price. And while I'm live, the first 5, they will get the article. So you see how I do that while I'm live. I hope y'all taking this. This is training too. I always say, whenever I do a workshop or anything, you should always take this as training too, because you can learn a lot from what we're going over. So while I am live, again, you're going to get this opportunity to do the VIP, and then you're also going to get the opportunity to join in with the 5 articles. As a general admission, it is $1. For VIP, it is $197, but you're literally getting $3,000 in value. So while I am live, yes, you can upgrade with $297. You wouldn't get the today bonus of the article or the $100 off. But if you want to go ahead and upgrade, of course, you can upgrade to the two. It'll be $297 as long as you do it before. Now, once we start the 5-day challenge, the VIP upgrade does go up. But yes, if you want to go ahead and just lock in your spot for the $1, you can do that. Afterwards, it will go to the $97 for general admission. And if you want to upgrade from general admission to VIP, it'll be $297. Does that make sense? So yes, you can definitely upgrade. It's $1 for general admission and $197 for VIP. All righty, guys. Any additional questions? Before, y'all do not want to miss out on this, because if I log off and you miss this VIP, this article, and you miss this general admission, you're gonna be mad. So I'm about to wrap it up. I'm gonna get ready. Let me see, y'all. So yes, 5K and 5-day challenge, y'all. You'll see the $1, and then you'll see, once you do the $1, you can upgrade to the VIP. Or y'all not seeing that? Hold on, let me give y'all the link straight for the VIP too, if y'all just want to go straight there. Because now that I thought about it, I think I probably got to do it again. Yeah, maybe so. Let me give you the link for VIP, y'all. If you're having difficulty, is your phone number a US number? Is your phone number here's the VIP link, y'all. If you did a general admission and I'll refund you $1. That's fine for the VIP. If you're not a US number, it should have an option where you can download. No, it's not necessarily along the same lines, because you're very restricted on the what you can include, Carrie, as far as in the collaboration book. Yes, you're going to learn how to do the initial pre-selling, but where I teach you how to take that 50 and turn it into 5,000, you're going to have to, it's got to be your own book, because in a collaboration book, you don't have the free style. What's the word? The freedom to be as custom as you're going to be when you do this $5,000 campaign. For the phone number, Yannick, if it's not a US number, I'm only saying that because the way your name is spelled, so I'm assuming it may be another number. There should be a place where you could drop down and put your country, though. And if not, make sure you put +1 or plus whatever the country code is. The VIP, guys, I'm sorry. Here's the VIP link for those of you who need the VIP link. That's that. I'm going to text it to y'all too. Again, that VIP is going to give you the additional, which I promise you, y'all going to be mad. I mean, it's worth the $297. I mean, it's honestly worth $997. It's worth $3,000. That's what it's valued at. So it's definitely worth all of that. But yeah, for the number, Yannick, did you get it? And then, child, I don't work myself into a little hunger. Okay, you're all set? Yay! All right. Okay, y'all. Does anybody have any addition? So what I'm going to do is I am going to, we're about to go into a private room. And for those who are still here, we're not done. Some people have already logged off, because as soon as you start asking for money, that's when people automatically, they'll be like, oh, no, I'm about to go. If I told y'all, remember I told you guys I was going to show you how I could take one of you guys and turn what you do into a $10,000 success funnel. So that's what we're about to do. Okay. Okay. So that's what we're about to do, y'all. And so we're going to go into this breakout room. That means I'm going to stop streaming on social media. And while I'm still live, the VIP, so some of y'all might want to probably, if you really want this VIP, I would text 5 people right now, or 7 people, say, listen, I need you to buy 2 books from me real quick, and I will tell you about it tomorrow. Or I'll tell you about it next week when the things start, right? Because you could literally raise enough money to pay for your VIP ticket tonight while we're still live. But anyways, here we go. I'm going to get ready to go into the chat so we can get that. Okay. 1 second, y'all. Okay, so I'm going to stop the stream and I'm going to join back in to the link. So y'all, what you're going to do, you're going to see where it says lounge. So you want to go to the one that says Q&A for Taria. And also, even though Takara was not here, we are going to make sure that you guys are going to get contacted by Takara. So this lounge, though, is limited on space. So I don't think I don't know how many people could be there, because I don't know. So you're going to come over there to the lounge. I'm going to pick one of you guys. So as soon as you come into the lounge, what I want you guys to do is I want you to put in the chat your intro statement. So what we talked about before, and I'm going to select one of them just based on the specificity of it. So whichever one is the most specific, where I can get a better idea, then I'm going to use that one to show you guys how to take what you do, turn it into $10,000 a month. Okay. All right, y'all. So we're going to head on over to the thing. Hold on. What's this? See? Okay. All right. It's a little low vibes. Okay, all right, let me stop. All right, y'all. So look, y'all going over there to the joint, the one that says Q&A Taria, and I will see y'all over there. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, God bless you all. And for those watching on social, if you still want to join us, if you go to Publish Your Story Live, it'll give you the link so you can join us over there. We'll probably be over there for about 30 minutes because I'm hungry. All right, y'all. Let me see. Oh, here I go. In the stream. Bye, y'all.